Hello, I am Solaj Alfred. Welcome to the Hts Epoll. It's your opportunity to weigh in on the most pressing issues of the day. The Epoll is brought to you by Flow for the moments that move us.
All for great savings, right? Flow gives you up to $80 a month off your mobile by just adding it to your home bundle. Enjoy the fastest internet speeds and free mobile calls from your home phone, plus HBO and free internet speed upgrade. That's more value while you spend less. Switch today. Bundle and save up to $80 a month off your mobile. Call us at 1-800-804-2994 or visit us in store. Flow, keeping you connected. Terms and conditions apply.
The government of St. Lucia has decided to lease the Queen's Chain along the northeast coast of St. Lucia to Cabot St. Lucia for 75 years. Cabot St. Lucia is embarking on the development of a golf course and upmarket apartments. The National Trust, in responding to the lease, said it was profoundly disappointed with the decision. So we ask, do you support the government's decision to lease the Queen's Chain to Cabot St. Lucia? We tallied the numbers on our voting platforms, and here is how you voted. 11% said yes, 86% said no, and 3% had no comment. We also took to the streets to get your opinion, and here's what you had to say.
I definitely do not agree with government leasing this land to this company because it has some special historical significance. We have a cactus plant that is growing there. This is the only place you could find it in St. Lucia. We have different species of birds, a burial site over there, and the beach. Our children will not get access to the beach. And this is a place where, you know, we enjoy being, and I definitely think that the government need to reconsider releasing this property.
I think this is very pathetic and very ridiculous decision that the Minister of Cabinet has made. Because I mean, to lease this land for so long, our children will be deprived of this special place in St. Lucia. There's special stuff like cactus and those special plants growing there. You know, it's also a burial site of the Amerindians and, you know, the French people. I mean, there's a lot of history in that property. You cannot lease that for 75 years for the Canadians, or, you know, that's ridiculous. That's very ridiculous. They need to rethink this.
These are historical places where our cactus, which was been there for so long, our ancestors lived by it. There are birds that we have never seen before. These birds are, you know what I mean, we cannot lease these places for nobody, man. We have to keep that as our historical places so we can teach our children coming what it is and what it was before.
This is a part of the island where it has archaeological significance to St. Lucia, and you know, the burial of the Amerindian bones are found in this area. We have youngsters who are coming up doing history, who wants to go into these areas to do research. All these things can hamper those further developments of those youths in those archaeological areas. I don't think that any government should lease the Queen's Chain to any developer in the island. The Queen's Chain remains a Queen's Chain, especially when it has significance like this one. You know, this actually has benefits to St. Lucia.
We St. Lucians are supposed to have access to that land, and I think they should reconsider and put certain conditions in place that we have access to that land.
And whether it be Cabot or the DHS, I am totally against leasing land for 75 years under these conditions. It would mean, one, that our children, our grandchildren would have no access to enjoying the forces of nature that you are born and bred with and you want to die protecting. So I'm totally against that. And I think any future government should take note of this development and see whatever they could do to transform ownership or the lease.
I think the government should reconsider them kind of actions. We can't afford to sell out our little country, that's all we have, you know what I mean? At least we should preserve whatever natural stuff we have in the island, we should preserve it. You know what I'm saying? Especially when it comes to nature and different things, you know? So I think they should reconsider that decision.
Thanks for those responses. Now to our new discussion. Motorcyclists continue to feature in many of the horrific accidents on St. Lucia's roads, the latest claiming the life of a young rider from Vieux-Fort. The St. Lucia Moto X Club has called on motorcyclists to ensure that they have the protective gear and equipment when riding and that they abide by the traffic regulations. This comes with a notable increase in the number of motorcycles on the roads and the concern that many of the riders and their motorcycles are unlicensed. So we ask, do you think the police traffic department should take a stronger stance against delinquent motorcyclists? Voting is easy. Just log on to htsstlucia.org or Facebook at Hts St. Lucia Official and vote. You can also send your response via text or WhatsApp to 584-4HTS. That's 584-4487. For Flow handset owners, here's a reminder of your special voting platform. From your Flow handset, text your Epoll response to 487. Press 1 to vote yes, 2 for no, 3 no comment, and 4 I don't know. Join the discussion from your Flow device and get the opportunity to win weekly prizes. And our Epoll team is always on the go to get your responses as well. Watch the HTS News Force from 7 p.m. for the results and a new discussion.